It's magic of your fingers. It's magic of your hands. This is going to stay with the rest of your life. But have you ever tried to elaborate what your surgical skills, what your ammunition, what your entire history of surgery is going to dive into? The next slide is going to take care of. Yeah. See, these are your power stones. The first thing on your left represents my field. That is the phaco machine. That is the phaco instrument that you use. The second one to my right is the Da Vinci model. It shows one of the evolutions of surgery in which you can sit in one continent and operate in the other. The lower two ones are the scalpel and the suture materials, which are probably the bread and butter of the surgical branch. So what I mean to say is know your instruments. Know every single procedure. Because at the end of the day, your surgery is all about your fine hands. As a resident, as an undergraduate, see, have you ever realized one very important thing that we guys have been undergraduates, we guys have been medical students. When you guys were in 12th, you got an admission, the entire apartment or the entire society celebrated that, oh my God, so and so Sharma ji ka ladka doctor ban gaya, usko medical mein admission mil gaya. That Sharma ji ka ladka after first year comes home and the entire society is waiting for him to come back, and then comes up with a very interesting, the most crucial question of your MBBS life. Tujhe injection lagana aata hai? And that is when you realize that for something so trivial as an injection, there is no fixed curriculum in the entire MBBS setup. How many of you guys sitting here as undergraduates in this participation can give a successful intramuscular injection? I want to see your responses to that. See, you guys realize that there are some things in the entire setup which you need to learn by yourself. Any procedure, any particular surgery trade, do not be afraid in venturing them. I see a lot of people saying that, oh, me, because I'm an intern, so congratulations. I think you are doing internship from amazing institutes. I'm sure there are a few people in this chat box who do not, probably go to internships only for filling their schedules or daily routines. So learn procedures, learn Ryan's tube, learn invasive procedures, learn basic suturing. You never know, you absolutely never know when this will come handy. So that is your second stone which you have mastered, which is your power stone. So now we'll go ready for the third stone. Yeah, identify the stone. Do you know the other name for this stone? Absolutely, absolutely, very right. This is the reality stone. It was shown in Thor: The Dark World in part 2. And the best and the biggest coincidence of this stone that I remember, which was the first anesthetic agent that was used in medical sciences, and which is an integration or which is an integral part for surgery? Ether. Exactly. So this is one of the most important stones which are necessary. It is the reality stone. Understand. Take help. Know your resources. Yeah. There are a few grammar Nazis correcting me that it is spelled as AETHER. Yeah, I'm so sorry. AETHER. And the grammar Nazi or Hail Hydra is for you guys. Yeah, I'm sorry for spelling it as ETHER. Thank you. Yeah, anyways, so what are we trying to say is understand your resources, take help. Your reality is far more important. And I'm sure the next slide that I'm going to put upon is going to blow your mind, which is going to be your reality. Okay. So these are your reality stones. How many of you guys actually want to take up surgery as a branch? See, one of the most interesting things that I'm going to address in the next 1 minute is going to be an example or a story, which I'll be talking about eventually. See, you guys are facing NEET. Probably you guys are facing next, which I'm not the right person to address, but you do have a NEET stress coming up. The diagram on my right shows a stethoscope and shows the entire trauma that a medical student faces when he's going to take an admission. If you like surgery, if you like surgery as a branch, if you like any surgical branch, do not compromise. It is absolutely all right to take a drop. I myself took a drop of 2 years. See, I badly wanted intervention, but I wanted a quality of life. And I absolutely don't mean any disregard to any branch. Every single human has a trajectory. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a superhero story of their own. This was my story. So I wanted medicine, and I badly wanted medicine. If I would have taken medicine, I would have taken cardio or gastro because I wanted to do some form of intervention. My second preference was ophthalmology because I found it a very rewarding branch. And somehow I did not want a branch which was extremely hectic to everything that is happening around me. So I sat back for 2 years. That was the time reality badly hit me. That was the time I realized that there's a lot beyond the silver screen. There is a lot beyond the bigger picture that you see. I always remark 3 things. Okay, I always remark 3 things which teach a human the most. 1, hostel life. Second, a drop year and a residency. And third, a heartbreak. So these 3 things are the wisest things on the earth. The second thing which I say about when I took a drop, I probably had an enlightenment to the entire world. Right now, I've been practicing. It has been 4 years. It has been 5 years. It has been 2012 since I faced the NEET scare. But yes, another reality that I'm going to address is a very, I'm not going to create any feminism or chauvinism imbalance. I'm hardcore a feminist, and I am in favor of women taking up orthopedics and everything. But one thing that the distinguished women sitting here on this lecture, it's always good to plan. It's always good to plan. The reason why I address this particular issue is I was talking to one of my juniors who was planning to take up general surgery because she was madly in love with oncology as a branch. She was engaged to a person who was 3 or 4 years elder to him and was already a practicing surgeon. So she took up general surgery, and soon after that, she had a beautiful phase of parenthood. And unfortunately, and I won't say it unfortunately, she did it by choice. She was blessed into this beautiful journey of motherhood, and then she gave up on super specialty. At the same time, I had a friend who had an educational loan worth around 60 lakh rupees in his undergraduation, or probably 50 lakh or whatever, some random amount. For him, it was not possible to take a branch which was not an end branch, or he could not afford drops. So his first choice was orthopedics. He badly wanted orthopedic surgery, but he could not afford a drop because he had a loan to waive off. So he took up general surgery by choice as a second choice though, because he could not afford taking a drop. So a lot of realities which you might not be able to address at this moment of time are going to hit you really soon. Just think over these. And one thing that I always exclaim, start asking the right kind of questions. The biggest problem that we guys face is we expect right answers to the questions that we ask in a very wrong way. Start asking the right questions. I had a girl who called me almost 3 days ago and say that I'm getting anesthesia in Guwahati and I'm getting pathology in Ahmedabad in a self-financed seat, and I'm also getting ophthalmology in a management quota in Gujarat. Now see, that confusion is something that you will have to solve it yourself. So a lot of people come down to me every year. We have almost 15 to 20 people who are either choosing a branch, who are either choosing a college, who are either choosing a super specialty fellowship. And we realize that people come up with a lot of questions. And some of these questions show your confused state. So spend time with yourself, peep into yourself and start asking the right questions. And that is when I believe that, yes, the reality stone is important. So now we have mastered 3 stones: the mind stone, the power stone, and the reality stone. Okay. The moderators, do we have any other question or do we have any other thing that is there till now, or should I proceed with the next slides?
Yes, sir, you can proceed to next slides. We can
You guys are
take the
reading the
questions
comments.
later.
Yeah, you guys are reading the questions, right? I'm minimizing that and I'm continuing with my presentation. Okay. Okay, so chalo, identify this stone. Where was this stone seen? Amazing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I jumbled up a guess. That was the power stone. I'm so sorry. I just jumbled it up. Yeah, this is the space stone that I'm talking about. The previous Tesseract slide that you were talking about is a space stone. I'm so sorry. I jumbled up my slides. This is the space stone, which shows the place where you practice. This is an important trait of surgery that I'm going to talk about, and it is a very important trait. And it is something that is going to stand with you throughout your life. How many of you are planning to go and practice in the rural section? We have a lot of people who are eventually planning to go. See, what I'm trying to say is, when I talk about these space stone, is the place where you practice is very important. See, I've done my undergraduation and post-graduation from Ahmedabad, NHL Medical College, VS Hospital, and Nagari Eye Hospital. I belong to a city called Jamnagar in Gujarat. And right now I'm pursuing my super specialty secondary DNB in Guwahati at Shankaradeva Nethralaya in Assam. So I've seen 3 different cities in my life in a very trivial form. I've seen the corporates and the government setup that Ahmedabad has to offer. In between, for a year, I worked at the rural setup and I saw the kind of patients that the rural population offers. And right now I'm affiliated with another Apex Institute in the capital city, or probably the 2nd largest city of East. So know the space where you are going to practice. Know the space where you are going to practice. You might not have all the resources at stake. The reason why I say your space or your place of practice is important, because if you are working at a place where there is no blood transfusion facilities or there is no blood bank, then during surgery, touching a bleeder or operating a high risk surgery would be a little difficult or would not be the right choice. As an ophthal, one of the most dreaded complications that we face is a nucleus drop or an IOL drop, in which during phacosurgery, the nucleus falls down, it falls into a posterior cavity on the retina, and then you need a posterior segment surgeon. A year ago, when I was practicing in the rural setup, we did not have the opportunity to work with a posterior segment surgeon, and I did not have the liberty or the luxury of having a posterior segment. So I had to make sure that I do not operate complicated cases like subluxated IOLs or post-traumatic subluxated lens nuclei or kind of post-traumatic cataracts, because I know that if the nucleus is going to fall down, the patient is going to suffer. So there's a very beautiful line about surgery, which I always comment, that it takes 8 years to become a good surgeon, to know what to operate, and it takes 80 years to know what not to operate. So surgery is all about complications. It's all about learning from every single patient. And you realize that is the only reason medical curriculum or medical profession is known as practice. Everybody comes and asks you, "Aap kahan practice karte ho?" The societies give you an authority to practice. And in no sense am I advocating butchery. In no sense am I advocating slaughtering on your patient. Your patient is the most important part of your entire universe, but the place where you practice is very important. I know it's a very primary thing that you have to consider, but if you belong to a setup, probably if you belong to a place where there are no cardiac surgeons or there are no cardiologists, if you plan to take up cardiac surgery and to go back to your hometown or a rural setup, make sure that there is an investment potential of a cath lab. Make sure that you have a cardiac anesthetist at your disposal. So you're getting my point. There are a lot of factors that you have to consider. Also, you have to consider your life partner, whether the profession of your life partner is important. So if I want to go and practice into a rural setup, and the person who I am probably going to marry or I'm going to spend my life with is an anesthetist, and I'm an ophthalmic surgeon, and in that rural setup, I don't have enough work potential for my life partner, then I should be pretty aware about it, that my life partner has to travel down to other city area for the practice. So just take care of a lot of factors. And it's always good to put all these factors together and decide the branch that you take. So that finishes the space stone. And moderators, do we have any other comment till now?
Sir, can we have the Q&A after the slides end?
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll query the. We still have time, right? It's just 11:30. I'll finish this.
Yeah, we have
in
time.
15 minutes. We have time, right?
Perfect, sir.
Okay. Chalo, identify this stone. This is my favorite because this particular character has been one of my most favorite characters in the entire Avengers. I think we'll do one thing. Can the moderators also take a guess? I want you guys to involve. Take a guess, which Infinity Stone is this?
It's a time stone.
You saw my presentation last night?
No, sir, saw the comments.
Chalo, awesome. Yeah. It's a time stone. And so there you go. The time stone, the surgical time experience. And just as you gave Cassius power from your dimension, I brought mine. This is time, an endless looped time. See, I'll tell you why time stone is important. The next slide, which I'm going to put forwards to you guys, is going to tell you the importance of time, which takes care of two things. One, the learning curve, the time which you undergo your learning curve to, and second, the time you take to complete your surgery, which includes everything, which is the time of your life. This is the time of your surgery, which is the time when you start learning, which is the time you start your clinical practice. Time is the most important dimension. So ready for the next slide? So these are your time stones. Yeah, that's me after 4 decades. And so why I put forward this particular slide is, see, there is absolutely no treatment or nothing that beats time. The senior surgeons are always going to be at an edge. So when you go to your place, when you start your practice, when you start taking up surgery, you are going to have a bad time. I always comment, and I would want to say this in Hindi, that बच्चा पैदा करने के लिए 9 महीने लगते हैं. You cannot put forward up 9 लड़कियों को या 9 औरतों को इकट्ठा करके 1 महीने में बच्चा प्रोड्यूस नहीं कर सकते. Whatever takes its course, it takes its course. You cannot put together 9 women and produce a baby in 1 month. This is the reason our entire setup has started this hullabaloo, which is known as the learning curve. See, when I started doing cataract surgeries in my residency, I used to take almost 45 to 50 minutes to perform one surgery. And that too with the help of my seniors. When I started when I started operating alone as an independent surgeon in a Struts hospital, I started doing phacoemulsification in 30 minutes. By the time I finished almost 1,000 cases and I was done after a year, I could finish the same surgery in 8 to 9 minutes or probably 12 to 13 minutes. See, I don't flaunt about the surgical time, but I'm definitely flaunting on the fact that experience matters. See, surgery is like driving a car. How many of you guys have ever learned how to drive a car in a proper traditional way with the driving school? See, he starts taking you to an open ground, to an empty road where you learn how to drive a car, and he keeps the brakes on his hand with him. Then you start driving a car individually. Then you start taking the car in a city. Then you start taking the car in the most interior parts of the city. Then you start getting confidence. And finally, you start taking the car on a national highway or on an expressway where you start driving at 150 kilometers per hour. Surgery is like driving a car, period. There, in the accidents, your car is at stake, your family is at stake, your life is at stake. When you're operating, your career is at stake, your hospital is at stake, your reputation is at stake, your hands are at stake. And finally, the life of the patient who you are operating it with is at stake. Do not rush. Do not rush. Be it a drop year, be it your experience, or be it your settlement, it is going to take time. It is absolutely going to take time. Calm down. Just calm down. So we have probably mastered all the most important infinity stones. And finally, the time for the next and the last infinity stone. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Tell me, which stone is this? Absolutely, this is the final stone. The red skull was banished for holding Tesseract. The soul extracts a prize, a soul for a soul. Sadly speaking, this is the stone that the least people have understood. And now I'm going to put forward your soul stone in front of you. This is your soul stone. At the end of the day, whatever you do, whatever you do, don't forget soul. Be a good doctor, be a physician, be a surgeon, be a general practitioner, be a super specialist. You have to be a good doctor. You cannot trade on ethics. At the end of the day, What stands with you is going to be your own self. Do not inculcate in any form of malpractices. See, I'm not here to ethically preach, and I'm not here to address any of the most sensitive topics like you should not take up commissions, you should not take cost, what about doctors' right, what about the relatives beating us, what about a decade of study. I understand every single thing is right. Every single thing is right. But at the end of the day, when you're operating a patient, when you are treating a patient, you are God. Anything that you do is going to set ripples in the lives of the patient. You're going to create a huge difference in their life. The difference between an entrepreneur and industrialist, a politician, is that they make a very trivial amount of difference to a huge number of people. But a doctor is somebody who makes a huge amount of difference in a small amount of population. Tomorrow, when I operate a patient with a mature cataract and a 70-year-old woman who is staying alone, being forsaken by kids with both eyes, almost mature cataract with vision as much as CF close to face, and her son brings her to me after 6 months. She's a neglected lady. The moment I operate that patient, and the next morning, if I have done a surgery with a block, I open up that patch, and the first sight of that patient, when she sees light, when she can see her son, when she can see everything around her, and that smile on her face, everything, every single thing is going to be worth it. Do not trade your ethics. Remember 3 years back, 4 years back, 10 years back, when the first time you thought that you're going to be a doctor, there was happiness on the faces of your parents. How much ever you guys are frustrated, I understand it's super cool to say that, कहाँ medical ले लिया, गलती कर दी, हमने ये गलती कर दी, तुम मत करना. But deep within every single person of you understands that there's an extreme amount of adrenaline kick, or there's an extreme amount of validation at stake when you're practicing and when the patients that you're trying to cater are coming out happy. So be a good doctor, okay? So this is the team, and this is the snap. You should have gone for the head. And this, we are in the end game now. So now we have mastered all the infinity stones. You've mastered instruments, you've mastered power, you've mastered your place, you've mastered experience, you start operating the patients, and everything is amazing at this moment of time. And this is a little offbeat from the surgery, but I wanted to complete the entire picture for you guys. So I just wanted to give you goosebumps and hashtag throwback time. See, one of the other things that I can correlate at this moment of time is, do you see these time highs? Moral of the story, how much ever screwed up your MBBSs, how much ever screwed up your residencies, how much screwed up your entire choices are, you will have time to visit your choices back. You can always go back, rectify your choices. If you are into a final year right now, if you have not read your BDC properly, don't be ashamed in opening up your BD Chaurasia right now. If you are studying respiratory medicine from Harrison and it is not making sense, you are not able to remember lung capacities, do not be ashamed in opening up Stembulingam or Guyton or Genong. And I can hear you shout, be worthy. Be worthy that the patient trusts you. Be worthy that you can lift the instrument. The scalpel that you are lifting, nothing more than Mjolnir. Be worthy of it. So finally, these almost 1,200 participants sporadically attending this particular workshop. I'm no Captain America, but I would want to call all of you, take up any branch that you want, take up surgery, take up medicine, take up anesthesia, take up any goddamn thing that you want. In the operation theater, in front of tumor, there's going to be only one statement. Avengers, assemble. I know you're going to skip a beat right now. I told you I'm not going to leave this prodigy behind. I'm a fan. Innumerable possibilities. There's one moment you're going to defeat. And oh my God, I am nostalgic. How many of you guys are nostalgic already? Sorry, I drifted you away from surgery. But यार ये slide तो बनती है. ये slide तो बनती है. चलो. That sums up the entire surgery as a branch. That sums up the entire world. Once a surgeon, always a surgeon. Any surgeon, there is no bigger superhero than being a surgeon. And yours is no end game yet. Okay? So, the last statement that I'll say, my grandfather used to recite this. तू रख हौसला, वो मंजर भी आएगा. प्यासे के पास चलकर समंदर भी आएगा. थक कर, हार कर, ना रुकना है मंजिल के मुसाफिर. मंजिल भी मिलेगी, मिलने का मजा भी आएगा. So an amazing all the best to these beautiful minds sitting here and listening on a Sunday morning to some random person talking about his life. You guys are superheroes right now, because when I was in my first year, when I was in my second year, when I was in my third year, when I was in my internship, I did not have patience to listen to somebody. So the fact that you guys have been here since last 45 minutes shows that you guys are the biggest superheroes ever. That sounds good. So moderators, Shravan, my esteemed crew sitting here, can we have the question answer session? Can we answer to questions? Can we talk to my beautiful crowd who's sitting here, who's already listening?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, sir, we can
Please,
take the questions.
You also switch on your videos. I want to see your amazing faces. Chalo, awesome, man. Yeah.
Sir, like you can end your slides so that everyone can be featured then.
I want to get back to my slides again. So
Okay.
We can open. We can bring people here. So yeah, okay.
Okay, sir. So start with Amartya Patel has raised his hand. So Amartya, over to you.
I cannot hear you.
Sir, one question in the comment section from Ekta Shivaran. What all we should do to be a good doctor or get a good specialty branch from first year?
Start studying from day one. See, I am somebody who believes that there is no option of hard work, and I'm not preaching. Trust me, I'm not preaching. Concentrate on three aspects. Entire your MBBS all about three things. One which is academics, one which is about clinical, and one which is about hands-on. These three things are applicable to anywhere. Right now, in the first and second year, you are into your academics. Make sure that you solve as many MCQs as possible. Make sure that your basics are very clear. You cannot fumble where CNS tracks are concerned. You cannot not understand peritoneum when you are in your first year. You cannot falter in the mechanism of action in calcium channel blockers, and you cannot not understand beta blockers when you are second year. Because beta blockers going to come in medicine in your final year. Beta blockers are going to come in your psychiatry. Beta blockers are going to come in your neurology. Beta blockers are going to come in your anesthesia. Beta blockers are going to come in your ophthalmology, because glaucoma is concerned. So be amazing with your basics. Stick to the basics.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir. So we are, Parth Sharma, do you want to ask a question? You have raised your hand.
Okay, that's okay. Before that, I already have the open questions in my section. There is one important question which a friend of a very nice person has said. Can a person with shaky hands become a good surgeon? See, it's about limitations. I would not. I would a very strict answer which you say. I would not say that it's a right. It's a fair choice. I knew a friend who lost two fingers in the 2001 to earthquake that had come in Gujarat. He badly loved surgery, but then he took up medicine right now. So if there is any factor, say like if you are a very high myopic, if you have very poor vision, if you have shaky hands, do not take up surgery. It's not a very smart choice to do. One of the other things, please give an idea about pursuing civil services. So we'll do one thing to everybody who is sitting here. My mail ID, my Instagram ID, and I'll also share my phone number or my WhatsApp with you guys. I would prefer you guys to WhatsApp me instead of calling me directly. I would definitely be around. These are my handles, bhavyagokani@gmail.com. Sarkodagama is my Instagram handle. I'm usually around on all forms of social networking. The broader questions like how to prepare for PG exams, etc., how did I prepare for PG exams? I would want to have one-on-one chat with you. And right now, because of Corona, even I'm a relative bit free right now, so that we can be in personal touch with. I think I'll just go through moderators. I'll just go through the questions which I already have. How did I feel when I entered the operation theater? Oh man, I felt magical. I felt absolutely magical. Operation theater is like the La La Land. The moment you enter, oh man, it's magical. It's a feeling that I cannot explain. Right now, it has been 2 months since I've not operated a single patient और मुझे ये चीज़ नहीं कहनी चाहिए because it is unethical to say, but मुझे इतने दिन से हाथ में खुजली हो रही कि मैंने किसी को ऑपरेट नहीं किया और एक छोटा सा भी ट्रिवियल इंसान मुझे कॉल करके बोलता है कि हाँ हमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो मैं तुरंत बोलता हूँ हाँ हाँ I'll come because of the entire corona things हमारी we are able to only operate trauma right now. Motivational tips, I will try to include the stones in my life. Every single person of you is an avenger. Just keep in mind everything and look at your parents' face when you start studying. They have been working. It is a dream for them to make sure that you are into medical. How do we get going when we feel low? You catch hold of your best friend and you make sure that he either abuses you to a level that you put the phone down and think that it's better studying, or you read a book. But I have a very big bias against self-motivating books. I believe that if you are sane enough to read a self-motivating book, probably you are sane enough to start studying. There is nothing like feeling low. No, you should not feel low. You stop feeling low and start being awesome instead and start studying. You cannot feel low. And still if you feel low, all of us are around, your friends are around. How to manage your health, workout and studies, especially next coming up, take care of your health. You saw what Thor did to himself in the final part. So don't mess your health up. What should I prefer, DNB or MS? So I think you can prefer both. It's a different story altogether. I would more entertain that on a personal scale, DNB or general or MS. I myself did my DO from Dagri, which is a government institute. I am doing my secondary DNB in Shankar Netralaya. I have an experience of both the worlds. I can tell you that on mail or on one of my social portals. What qualities should we have to become a good surgeon? The entire lecture was about qualities of being a good surgeon. What is the scope of doing innovation? My dear friend Jagdish Chaturvedi was there yesterday. We can obviously forward you to them. Frustrated by relatives. Your family relatives are asking you, oh man, relatives are going to ask you everything. You think that doesn't happen with me? It happens with me also. The moment I'm going to step out of the room, 3 relatives would have already called and talked about Bhavya Cup settle ho raha hai. So I was already doing a pretty thriving practice in my trust hospital. I was earning decent amount of money. I decided to go study against the contrary flow. A lot of those Gujarati households, I belong to a Gujarati community and you know how business-minded Gujaratis are. A lot of people literally called me and said, कि आखिर तो पैसे कमाने हैं 28 साल पे तेरी ट्रस्ट की प्रैक्टिस इतनी अच्छी चल रही है 2 साल और ट्रस्ट में बिता और प्राइवेट खोल देना. I was like, नहीं, सरस्वती जी का बुलावा आया है, लक्ष्मी जी इंतजार कर लेंगे, is what I used to tell them. So don't be scared of your relatives. लोग तो कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. I don't advocate to you to be a rebel कि 2 साल सब छोड़ के पहाड़ों पर चले जाओ. So if you want to do that, do that. If you want to step out of the box, step out of the box, but do not come under peer pressure. Okay. What motivated for me to become a surgeon? Yeah, I'm going to pass a very controversial statement. Okay, I'm going to pass a very controversial statement. I think that the surgeon is the supreme form of any medical being, because he can operate and he can go into the regions where anybody cannot. That's just a controversial statement. I don't mean any bias for any other branch. I don't want hate mails or hate messages from any other branches. I didn't say that. I didn't say that, and you did not hear that. What should we focus more on surgery postings? Take your book along. See patients right now. If there is a hernia, put your fingers. Ask them to elicit cuff reflexes. But in Corona, make sure that they put cuff reflexes in a nicer way. Auscultate people. See what the mind knows, only that the eyes see, and only if your eyes see, only your hands perform that. So keep seeing that. What is better, neuro, MDMS, all these questions? Yeah, I think I'll shut down the comment section right now. I'll let the moderators take over because I have to wrap up in 5 minutes. Moderators, can you ask me anything that you want, or you have filtered any questions? Keep it short if possible.
Yes, sir. So what would be the do's and don'ts you would advise to the participants listening here?
Do everything that makes you happy, and do everything that does not make a single person unhappy. That is the most difficult part to do, because if you make yourself happy and if you make a lot of people happy, there will always be some person that will be unhappy. But try to keep everyone happy, which means that be a good doctor, be a good student. If you're a good student, your colleagues will be happy, your friends will be happy, except a few friends, but that's okay. You need those friends in life. Be optimistic to life. Be optimistic. It's okay. Don't stress yourself out. Think outside the box. Everything is limited in the world. The only thing which is unlimited is this, your gray matter. Like, that's it. Just bring it on. Just bring it on. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. Read good things. Speak to nice people. Stay happy. Eat good food. Talk to your parents more than 1 hour per day, wherever you are, whether you're home, whether you're hostel. Talk to your friends. Break your heart. Make sure that you call your hostel friends every day. Don't indulge in a lot of abuses. Stay happy. Please tell me next.
Yes, sir. Sir, how do you deal with the death or a kind of accident that happened during surgery?
So, yeah, surgical. Oh, that's a very important point. Complications are a part and parcel of every surgery. Complications are bound to happen. Be ready for any complication that can happen. Touch wood, I have not encountered death because I'm an eye surgeon, but I have had my complications in my surgery. See, we are human beings. A documented evidence says that 1% of nuclei in posterior polar cataracts, they drop. So even I have had my complications. Be honest in accepting your complications. Don't hide your complications. Be verbal. Go to the patient and tell them very clearly कि हाँ एक surgical complication हुआ है. Don't lose your mind. कई बार चालू operation भी complication होता है. So what I do is I close my eyes for 1 minute. I take a deep breath and then I proceed and manage my complications. As I said, it takes 8 years to know how to become a surgeon. It takes 80 years to know what not to do as a surgeon. So complications are bound to happen, but take your complications seriously. Don't take them lightly and learn from every complication. Every complication is a teacher for you. A surgeon who says that he has had no complications is the worst surgeon ever possible. Trust me when I say that. Next.
Okay, so how do we overcome the fear of what if I can't?
You don't have to overcome it. You have to embrace it. 2008, started my MBBS. 2014, flunked NEET. Sat back for 2 years. Could not get into medicine. Ophthal was obviously my second choice, and I love Ophthal and I love it to the core of my heart. Finished my residency. Contrary to a lot of resistance that had started coming in my life. Went to a rural setup against the world saying कि यार इतनी पेज 3 लाइफ छोड़कर एक रूरल सेटअप में कैसे जा सकता है तू? Because I wanted to. Because that gave me adrenaline. My fear was operating as a solo surgeon. I have still not been able to overcome. My biggest fear is my complication. I still fear the eyes. I still fear my patients not getting all right. But I have to embrace it. If I start being fearful, if I start being afraid of the complications, I'll never be able to operate anybody. So do not overcome your fears. Embrace them. They are a part and parcel of your life. They are a part of you, what defines you. That's it. Next.
And who had been your support system during your 2 years of failure?
So my mom and dad, pretty contrary to the belief, they did not let a lot of external circumstances come to me. I used to read a lot of good books also. I used to study in very proper amounts. I had good friends I used to study with, which used to be a competitive setup. And more than that, the biggest motivating part is always your ambition. Your ambition is the biggest support. If you have, and मैं यहाँ पर रॉबिन शर्मा या संदीप महेश्वरी नहीं बन रहा हूँ, मैं जेन्युइन चीजें बोल रहा हूँ कि मुझे एडमिशन चाहिए था, इसीलिए मैंने फेविकॉल लगाकर पढ़ाई की. जहां पर मैं गलत जा रहा था, मैंने उन चीजों को सुधारा. I went and asked people where I was wrong, and I got it into that. Right now also, so right now if you think that I am becoming an elder brother to you, I had my own elder brothers also. I had my own share of inspirations. I had my own godfathers too. So that's how I did it. I'm not a successful being. Stop taking me like it's a success story. My story is a proper mixed story. It has failures, it has success. I don't know. You guys judge it. If it's successful, if it's failure, I don't mind, or I actually don't care. But if there's anything positive that you learn from my life, my projectile, you take it. Every single person has a single story. जो आपकी स्टोरी है वो आपकी स्टोरी है, आपके सक्सेस है वो आपके सक्सेस है, आपके फेलियर्स है वो आपके फेलियर्स है, उनको एम्ब्रेस करो. Only you are going to. लोग तो एक लाइक या एक शेयर करके छोड़ देंगे, लोग तो एक टॉन्ट पास करके छोड़ देंगे. लास्ट में जो चीज मैटर करता है वो you have to go to sleep smiling. जिस दिन तुमने कॉम्प्लिकेशन किया उस दिन अगर नींद नहीं आती है तो मत सो. Don't sleep. Think the entire night that नहीं, दूसरी बार ये मैं कॉम्प्लिकेशन नहीं करूंगा. If you do this, the third day you will have a peaceful sleep. That's it. Next.
So, sir, from I think this is from one of the UG students. He asked how to make the patient allow you to do examination on the during the clinic rotation in UG students as a UG students.
Oh, that's a brilliant question, man. That's a brilliant question. So I have a very wicked solution to this, and I'm bribing. And if anybody is recording this, this cannot go on air. This is an off-paper thing that I'm telling. So whenever you walk into the clinics, first of all, always wear a formal shirt. Always look presentable. Always look like a doctor. जैसे बड़े साहब हॉस्पिटल में जा रहे हैं ना, वैसा लगना चाहिए, ठीक है? और इतना भी बड़े साहब मत लगना कि तुम्हारे रेसिडेंट्स को ईगो आए, तुम्हें लात मार के निकाल दे क्लिनिक से, ऐसा मत करना. Go to the clinics, look like a doctor. Talk to your patients. Half of the cure lies here. जो गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में जो बंदा 10 दिन से हर्निया के लिए बैठा अपने ऑपरेशन की वेट कर रहा है, उनसे जाकर सिर्फ बात करो 2 मिनट. चाचा आप क्या करते हो? चाचा आपको कब प्रॉब्लम हुआ? वो आप यहाँ से हैं, मैं भी वहीं से हूँ, मेरे चाचा भी वहीं से हैं. और क्या करता है आपका बेटा? आपका बेटा पढ़ रहा है ना, अगर उसको कोई भी जरूरत तो आप मुझे बोलिएगा. जस्ट क्रिएट अ रैपो. आई एम श्योर चाचा खुद आपको अलाउ करेंगे करने के लिए. अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग हैपेंड इन माय एग्जामिनेशन. मेरी जब यूनिवर्सिटीज चल रही थी ना, तो एक मेरा कलीग था, उसे हर्निया का केस आया था एग्जामिनेशन करने के लिए. तो उसे वो फिंगर टेस्ट करना नहीं आता था एंड उसकी टर्न दोपहर को थी. ही हैड हिज टर्न इन द आफ्टरनून. तो द पेशेंट हैड ऑलरेडी लर्नड हिमसेल्फ कि आगे 10 लोग एग्जाम देने के लिए गए थे. तो उस चाचा ने उस बंदे को खुद सिखाया कि ये सर ये क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे हैं और इनको ये क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स नहीं आ रहे हैं और ऐसे करके फिंगर डालोगे ना तो आएगा. तो यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जाम में चाचा ने खुद सिखाया उसको कि फिंगर टेस्ट कैसे करना है. So I rest my case. And yeah, be positive. Everybody will let. And still, if the patient does not allow you to examine, it is his body. It is his right. अगर आप लोग एक हर्निया का केस एग्जामिन नहीं कर पाते हो तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. But you cannot traumatize the patient. Consent is important, right? Please be safe. Next question.
Bhavya bhai.
Yeah.
Yeah, my question was that we are seeing the era is changing. Like girls are taking surgery and boys are taking OBGY. So, what is your comment in this? And what is your opinion?
I am exceptionally in favor of women taking up surgery and orthopedics, and I'm extremely in favor of men taking up gynecology. See, I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
With the passage of time, there will be a proper quota of patients which will not be limited by gender stereotypes. भाई तू तो ये बोल रहा है men taking up gynec and women taking up ortho or general surgery. I see a world where transgenders and ambiguous gender people will also be taking medical training. चल अब ये ड्रीम भी हो रहा है. So what मैं ऐसे see I'll tell you what. Why do you think? No, I'm not accusing you, but I'm just telling you. Why does the society think that a male will not make a good gynec or a good obstetrician? I've seen the most amazing people around me who have been male gynecologists and were exceptionally good with gynec work. Their hands are like a butter jam. वो जब chocolate cyst निकालते हैं तो मस्के की तरह cyst बाहर आता है. And they're amazing surgeons. Where I did my post-graduation from, I did it from Nagari Hospital. सारे 6 consultants जो HODs, HOUs थे, everybody was a woman. Everybody were women. And the person who I consider my godmother, जिन्होंने मुझे surgery का S सिखाया है, she was a lady. So that goes without saying that. See, but at the same time, it is important to take care of the other things. Like if a woman is planning maternity, or if she's planning to settle, or if she's planning to shift, then उस factors को ध्यान में रखो. I'm not saying कि feminism, bias, chauvinism ये कुछ नहीं करना. Just think like an individual. पूरा एक pie chart बनाओ कि अगर मुझे 29 years पे maternity को start करना है, तो मेरी super speciality बीच में बंद होगी. So something like that. तो सारे फैक्टर्स को गेन कर करो. एंड इफ अ मेल इज प्लानिंग टू प्रैक्टिस इन अ रूरल सेटअप और इज प्लानिंग टू प्रैक्टिस एट अ प्लेस जहां पर ऐसी पॉपुलेशन है कि फीमेल्स प्रेफर फीमेल गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट ओनली, वो सोच समझ कर करो. बट आई डोंट थिंक दैट जेंडर स्टीरियोटाइप्स वर्क इन मेडिकल सेटअप एट ऑल. अगर ब्लैक विडो ने वो चीजें नहीं की होती, अगर कैप्टन मार्वल ने वो स्पेसशिप नहीं तोड़ा होता, so, and I think who is the strongest Avenger? I think it's Captain Marvel. So that rests my case. What's next?
So it was a really nice session. I think we have to wrap the Q&A.
You have to wrap it up. Yeah,
because...
before I wrap it up, I have something for you guys. Ready? Are the moderators ready? I have something for you guys.
Yes, sir, we are ready.
Okay. So you guys are the real adventurers. Amidst this crisis, you guys pulled off such a brilliant virtual medical conference. I'm sorry if I forgot a few names or a few photographs. This is all that I could manage from social networking. Shravan, Shiv, Meet, Shubham, Tanvi, Janmejay, everybody, you guys are amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you for bringing me here. The entire participants sitting or on this line are amazing. You guys are brilliant superheroes. I'll put my social networking details. It's already there in the slides. I'm available on bhavyagokani@gmail.com. My Instagram ID is Sarko Dagama. My WhatsApp number is 9427775069. 9427775069, or drop me a personal message on Instagram. I'll show you my WhatsApp details. In case it's amazing. If you guys have anything that I can improve upon, or if you guys have any other suggestions, feel free to mail me and feel free to tell me. I am a student always and will always be, and you guys are not my juniors. You guys are my fraternity. You guys are my colleagues. So I would look forward to learning something from you. And WebMed Quest 2020, I love you 3000. I love all of you very, very, very much. All the very best.
Thanks a lot,
Signing off.
It was so sweet of you, sir.
Dr. Bhavya Gokani. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
so I would like all the audience to stay because we have another session with Dr. Govind Rai Garg, sir. And before that, Dr. Dilip is with us. He will speak for 5 minutes, and then we'll move to Dr. Govind Rai Garg, sir's session.
Can you keep this session on for 2 minutes? I'll just read the comments by that time. It's fine, right?
Yeah.